When I put this offense together, I had a youth team with a huge range of experience. I wanted to teach them proper spacing, teach them many different sets, be able to teach the advanced kids advanced concepts and the new kids beginner concepts. I wanted an offense that allowed me to sub them off easily. I needed them to be able to get back to ride. And I wanted to make the positions very clear. I wanted the attack to know they were attackmen and the midfielders to know they were midfielders. In short, I was not interested in teaching them plays as much as teach them how to play. The first thing I did was to tell the midfielders to stay at the top of their restraining box. I told the two in the corners to be just inside the restraining box and the one top center to stay right above the restraining box. The midfielders are my less experienced players. First off, having them across the top makes it easy to ride. Typically with youth players, when they see a ball on the ground, it's see ball, get ball mentality. And you have all the midfielders crash down going for the ball and they throw it over their head and the other team goes the other way. I instructed them, when you see the other team gets the ball, drop back. Them being across the top makes it really easy to do so. Once they drop back, you can run your man ride, your zone ride, whatever works for you. This also makes it really easy for me to sub players on and off. Being my midfielders are less experienced, I want to sub them on and off so I can take them off and talk to them about what they're doing, give them a few pointers, and send them right back in. The most important reason I have them spread across the top is spacing. Kids tend to believe that the closer they can get to the ball, the more chance they have to score. So what ends up happening is you have all these kids crowding the crease with their stick up saying, throw me the ball, throw me the ball, throw me the ball. And it just gets annoying. What I want them to learn is that by creating space, they'll have room to catch the ball without a defenseman in their face, and when they catch the ball, they're going to have room to shoot or to dodge. As they're up top, if they see an opportunity to cut to the ball, they can cut to the ball, call for it, and maybe get a quick goal. If they do not receive the ball, then they should back out to their spot. Once again, these are my newer players, so I want to keep things really simple. Now let's move on to the attack. I have my better players on attack, not because I want to run up the score, but rather because they're able to catch the ball and run an offense. We've all been there where we clear the ball, we get it to the offense, and then gonk, it hits the ground, goes out of bounds, or goes over an offense, and then it's going the other way. It's frustrating. My instruction to these players is very simple. It is your job to run the offense, initiate, and feed. Get other kids' goals. Dodge to feed, not dodge to score. Now remember, one of my goals was to keep things easy for the less experienced players without taking away the opportunity to teach the more advanced players new things. So what I told them is that they're working in a group of 3. And with a few simple calls, I could show them different sets without having to modify the midfielder's positioning. Let me show you what I mean. If I call 0, that means nobody in the crease. And now I've just introduced them to a circle set. If I call 2, that means 2 men go in the crease and 1 stays behind. And in an effort to teach them spacing, I tell the midfielders, when you see that 1 attackman behind, that pass is pretty long. So the 2 corner guys should come down a little bit to shorten that pass. Unbeknownst to them, I just showed them a 1-4-1. And lastly, if I call 1, that would mean there's 1 guy in the crease. That would leave 2 guys behind. And that would give me the opportunity to teach a more advanced 2-man game for the 2 attackmen behind. Pick and rolls, slip picks, you name it. So you can see how I set this up to accomplish my goals that I set forth in the beginning. And not only does this show the offense different looks, but it also shows the defense. By the defense seeing this in practice, they'll understand how to defend a circle set, 2 guys in the crease, and 1 guy in the crease. Well, I hope that helped. Let me know what you think.